Well, the Carney government will face its first test of confidence today when the House of Commons effectively votes on approving the throne speech. Passing it would allow the government to begin carrying out its legislative priorities. Joining me now on what happens next, is Government House Leader Steve MacKinnon. Minister, it's a pleasure to welcome you back to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be with you again, Caryn.
Let me start first with the doubling of steel and aluminum tariffs. Is it the view of the federal government, given what your party campaigned on, that the counter tariffs will be fully reinstated and also doubled on steel products?
Well, the first thing is that these tariffs are inappropriate, illegal. They go against every trade practice and, of course, trade agreement that we have. The minister, Mr. LeBlanc, was in Washington yesterday talking to his U.S. counterparts. The government will absolutely be deliberating on further actions. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to stand up for workers. We know the anxiety this causes, particularly in Hamilton, Sault Ste. Marie, and other places with major steel manufacturing facilities. In my own province, of course, in Quebec, where aluminum is a major industry. We're going to stand up for those communities. All the money from counter tariffs will go to support workers and those industries. Just like the auto sector, we will stand up for Canadians, and that if there's one thing you can bank on, it's that Mark Carney will be there and trying to get a good deal for our workers, get certainty, but also make sure that our communities are protected.
Now, turning to today's confidence motion, ahead of it, opposition parties successfully amended the throne speech to call on the government to table a spring economic update. I understand this is a non-binding motion, but will the government respond to that new request?
Well, I know we've taken note of that. Of course, we will be coming forward with a budget and full transparency. We will begin this evening tomorrow evening debating the full estimates. So, of course, all of this work is done in public where there's full accountability to the House of Commons and through them to Canadians. We'll take note of the opposition's request for a budget. We are just several weeks past the federal election. It's quite normal that Mr. Carney and the government want to take a couple of months to get their arms and heads around the financial situation of the country. And as he has said, there will be a budget this fall.
I mean, I don't have to tell you that as a minority government, you do need to attract the support of opposition members. Is it not politically risky then to kind of ignore the will of the House that wants to see a more detailed account of the country's finances before summer break?
Well, we are going to continue working with opposition parties at every juncture. I dialogue with the House leaders and with members across the aisle every day. I'm very, very confident that this focused agenda that we have this spring will attract the support of a majority of the House of Commons. That includes the throne speech, where we laid out our plans for Canadians. That includes a bill to get major projects done and eliminate interprovincial trade barriers. We will be bringing that forward. Yesterday, a tough on crime bill, a bill to secure our borders, attack fentanyl, attack crime. We know in the GTA and across the country, people are concerned about crime. This is the government cracking down on crime, cleaning up our asylum seeker system, and making sure that we attack the scourge that is fentanyl. So we're going to have a stronger borders bill. We'll get the government funded so that public servants can continue delivering the services Canadians rely on. And Caryn, I can't begin to tell you that just how much activity and action there is as we take up the great work of doing the things that we committed to do to Canadians in the election campaign.
I have only a few seconds left, but you have outlined there just some of your legislative priorities. You want all of that passed before summer recess.
Yeah, well, I think we'll take the borders bill is unlikely to reach the final stages. We certainly want to have a good, robust debate. That's an important piece of legislation. We absolutely will be looking to introduce and pass the bill on internal trade barriers and on getting major projects done. Canadians are telling us that they want progress on building the country. We committed to building major infrastructure, major projects in Canada. As the Prime Minister said, it's time to build, and we're going to be asking the opposition parties to join us in that.
Okay, Government House Leader Steve MacKinnon, I have to leave it there. I'm out of time. Thanks so much for making time for us this morning. Appreciate it.
It's great to be with you.